ball finds a hole up the middle.
Steps up, goes deep left side. Receiver open, counting. Touchdown, Titans! Takes a nice shot outside the goal box, and he will break the 0-0 tie. Fantastic shot by Kenloff Solon.
Giller makes a move, a good one, opportunity here, the Bears score! The Bears strike first.
He's at the 40, he's down to the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jalen Bryan. Why not? What a beautiful run.
Maureen there, fights her off the puck, opportunity here, another sit, and a goal! Second chance effort for the Pioneers.
Put the icing on the cake, if you will, Michael. Go down and got to the outside and said good evening and good night.
Hey everybody, and thank you for joining us for this presentation of high school basketball on TV 19. We're in St. Paul at Washington High School as we're getting ready for the Section 4 3A Section Championship as your 1 seed Mahtomedi takes on the 2 seed in Columbia Heights. Sam Erickson alongside John Miller for what should be an incredible matchup here tonight. I'm excited, and I know you're excited too, John.
Oh yeah, Sam, Section 4 3A Championship, a trip to state on the line. Doesn't get better than this.
NCAA tournament started today. We got this game, couldn't be happier. We're going to start off taking a look at how the polls finished up here for Class 3A.
Yeah, in Class 3A, De La Salle was number 1 overall, but the 2 teams we have in this game, Mahtomedi finished number 3, and Columbia Heights finished number 10. So this is going to be a very good matchup.
Now we'll take a look how these teams finished in their respective conferences. You see Columbia Heights there in the Tri-Metro West.
Yeah, they finished 4-4 overall in the Tri-Metro West, 18-8 overall. But as I was talking about, De La Salle is the number 1 team in 3A who won that division with an 11-0 record.
And Mahtomedi comes into this one representing the Metro East. They actually took home the conference crown. You see them right there at the top.
Yeah, Mahtomedi with a 14-2 record. If they didn't beat Tartan twice, they would not have won the division. And Tartan is a Class 4 team, and they're still going on in the section tournament there. They're in the section championship at the same time as this game for a trip to state. For them to outplay Tartan is a big deal.
Yeah, both these teams playing in real tough conferences. You got to believe it helps them prepare for this section tournament. We'll take a look at that bracket starting with the quarterfinals.
Yeah, in the quarterfinals, Mahtomedi in the first round beat Hill Murray 83-59. Shane Frost had 32 points in that game to lead the way for Mahtomedi. And then we'll take a look at the next round in the semifinals. Mahtomedi won 69-65. Parker Fox single-handedly brought this team back from a 15-point deficit in the second half. He did not want his season to end, and now they're ended up in the finals with the trip to state on the line, Sam.
Yeah, these 2 teams meeting in the section final, but kind of a rarity. They did see each other in the regular season, and that was back on January 5th.
Yeah, on January 5th.
It was at Columbia Heights, close one. Heights won 55-53, you see there. And a couple stand-up performers on both sides.
Yeah, Quentin Hardick from Columbia Heights had 17 points. DeAndre Robinson had 16 points. And then on the Mahtomedi side of the basketball, Parker Fox had 20 points. No other player for Mahtomedi scored over double digits. So in order to win this game, Parker Fox is going to need someone else to help him so they don't lose again.
Yeah, no surprise to see the name Roberson on Columbia Heights side, as he's going to be one of our players to watch.
Yeah, DeAndre Roberson is a good player. He's just a junior. He's number 10 guard. He's averaging 17.7 points per game during the regular season. And last time against Mahtomedi, he had 16 points. And now we'll take a look at the Mahtomedi player to watch. Of course, it's Parker Fox. He's the best player. He's going to play some basketball at the college level. Averaged 24 points per game this season. He had a game-high 41 points against Monticello on the 9th of December, and he had his second highest points of 37 in the last round of the section tournament with 37 against Totino Grace. And then the last matchup, he had 20 points against Columbia Heights. So Mahtomedi is going to need to dish the ball to Parker Fox and create some space for him to make some magic happen.
It's going to be a great game. We got 1 versus 2 in the Section 4 3A Section Championship. We'll have the tip-off between the Highlanders and the Zephyrs after this.
You've messed up your son's haircut. Do you try to fix it? Work with what you've got? Or show solidarity?
Thank you, babe. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Howdy, everybody. Welcome back inside the gym here at St. Paul Washington High School as we're awaiting the tip at the Section 4 3A Section Championship game. We got your Mahtomedi Zephyrs, the 1 seed, going against Columbia Heights, the 2 seed. Going to be a good matchup, and we are seconds away from tip-off. There's a look at head coach Keith Newman of the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. His team coming into this one 23-3 on the year, a Metro East Conference Championship. Very good season. And on the other side, that is Willie Brazil from Columbia Heights, another 20-win team. I am Sam Erickson alongside John Miller. So excited to be here with you as we're awaiting tip-off.
Yeah, Sam, it should be a great game. This is not only the section championship. Whoever wins this game gets a trip to the state tournament at the Target Center. What more could you ask for? Everything's on the line right now. None of these guys want to see their seasons end.
Yeah, man, I'm so excited I can't even say my own name.
I have that problem all the time.
But yeah, we've kind of been anticipating this matchup all year long. We followed this Mahtomedi team early on in the season. They've been ranked all year. They were the 1 seed in this section last year, unfortunately upset. But they're right there, and they're back in the championship game. And they will control the tip, a spot to the state tournament on the line. And Will Tuttle will control it on the first possession for the Zephyrs. Tuttle tries to drop it down low to Parker Fox. Number 3, Christian Kelly in on defense. I think he was on the line, though, when he had his hand on the ball, and he'll stay with Mahtomedi.
Yeah, Mahtomedi already tried to feed Parker Fox down low. It was just a little bit of an errant pass. Luckily for Mahtomedi, the defender was out of bounds.
Shane Frost gets an open look from 3, rattles out, and the rebound goes to Columbia Heights. Good look there for number 2, Shane Frost.
It looked good, just rimmed out.
Long shot here from Columbia Heights. That one's short. Tuttle tries to control the rebound, and it's knocked away by Christian Kelly.
Yeah, Kadeem Thomas starting off the game with the 3 for Columbia, just like Shane Frost did for Mahtomedi. Both these teams trying to get an early lead going with the 3-pointers.
We mentioned earlier in our broadcast that these two teams played earlier in the year. That was back on January 7th, a close win for Columbia Heights. Now that was at their gym. Well, we're definitely anticipating another close battle here.
Yeah, this is a neutral court, but it's a totally different atmosphere in this game, Sam. This is for all the marbles. It's just not just a regular season game this time. They know what's on the line.
Mahtomedi trying to work around Andy Voyenholtz, gives it to Parker Fox. Good defense from the Highlanders. Fox tries to go one-on-one, runs it to a player, ball's up for grabs. Eventually Will Tuttle finds it, and the Zephyrs will get a chance to reset.
Nice job by Tuttle to get that loose ball and keep the dribble going. Very, very nice hands right there by Will Tuttle.
We mentioned that Mahtomedi won the Metro East Conference, got a couple big wins against Tartan. Will Tuttle was huge in those victories, D'ing up against Jordan Horn.
Yeah, 2 good 3-point shooters for Mahtomedi. Voyen and Shane Frost missing their first 2 threes. You don't want to see those guys get hot or even leave them open around the 3-point line, because they will hurt you.
So no score here in the first minute and a half. Both teams missing a couple 3-pointers.
Yeah, looks like they're going to have Wendell Matthews, 6'5" junior, on Parker Fox.
Inbound tipped, chased down by Shane Frost. He's going to dribble it across half court. Still with it now in the corner. He's going to work it cross court. Lincoln Rock tries to drop it to Parker Fox, but the Highlanders there on defense again. And you can tell they're emphasizing D'ing up Parker Fox in the post.
Great defense there by Jarvis, right? The 6'3" sophomore. Getting nice position, getting the steal.
Heights works it around, 3-pointer off the mark there. That was 32 Jarvis Wright, only a sophomore.
Yeah, you look at this Columbia Heights team, a lot of juniors, some sophomores sprinkled in, leading the way. So this team's going to be very difficult for the next couple years in Class 3A, Sam.
Yeah, and for Mahtomedi, this is a core group of seniors. These guys have been playing together for a long time. A lot of experience on the floor. And definitely, I think one of their biggest goals is to make it to that state tournament. So this is a big game for this group of seniors.
It sure is, Sam. These guys have been playing together since they were kids, but you'll see right here, Shane Frost, what they called a foul on Shane Frost, I think that was more of a flop. Refs got to know what's a flop and what's not because Shane Frost didn't touch the guy.
Body hit the floor away from the ball. Call goes against Mahtomedi.
Yeah, we've seen Shane Frost get technicals before, so he's got to keep himself in line. You know, bad call, stay with it.
Shot in close, missed. Good entry pass, but Wendell Matthews can't convert. And ref will say last touch by Columbia Heights.
Both these teams playing good defense early, no score, and we're about 3 minutes into the game. Something needs to happen.
A lot of times these big games are a little lower scoring than you'd expect.
Yeah, the nerves are going, the shots just aren't ringing in. I mean, this is to go to the target center, Sam.
Nice look by Will Tuttle. Excellent cut by Parker Fox. And in midair, kind of adjusted to knock that one down, and we've got our first points.
It was like kind of a mix between a pass, alley-oop, reverse layup, it looked like.
Hey, as long as it counts for 2 points, doesn't matter how it goes down.
Yeah, Parker Fox always shows you that he can always adjust to the hoop and make shots.
Off the dribble. Nothing doing, and Shane Frost will take the air ball. Christian Kelly thought there might have been some contact. Parker Fox quick the other way, and he'll draw the foul. And he'll go to the line for 2.
I like to see that. Parker Fox being aggressive, don't slow up. You're driving the lane against a much smaller guy in a 2-on-1 matchup, but you know that you can make that bucket.
Good vision from Frost on that one-handed pass. Fox gets the roll, converts the free throw. I feel like I say this every broadcast, John, but free throws are going to come up big in this one.
Oh, yeah, Sam. Free throws are big in every game that we've called, and they've definitely made a difference. I know Mahtomedi makes a lot of their free throws, especially when we saw their games earlier this year against Tartan, and those mattered.
Well, when you miss them, it's nice getting bailed out by a teammate. Will Tuttle brings it down. Frost off on the 3. And rebound went to Wendell Matthews. I think we're going to have a quick timeout. That one's going to Columbia Heights. So Mahtomedi with the 3-0 lead here. 14:35 left to go in the first half. And, well, fans, want to remind you with the timeout, check us out on social media. I'm pretty sure that's what that lady's doing right there.
Yeah, I think she's following. She's liking us on Facebook. Folks out there, you can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/TV19sports. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/TV19sports. Or if you want to follow just the announcers individually, you can follow Sam at SamTV19 and at JohnTV19. Sorry, Sam, I can't even say your name just like you couldn't earlier.
Yeah, I'm having that same problem. Of course, you can always find good content on our social media. And all right, after that first timeout, what do you think Coach Brazil was telling Columbia Heights there?
I think he's trying to tell these guys to slow down, play your game. It doesn't really look like they have an identity on offense to start the game. And that's really, they need to find somebody to score the ball. Get it to your top scorer.
We'll take a look at number 10, DeAndre Robertson. He shoots the 3 there. It looked like he was hobbling a little bit, though, trying to get open. You see him hobbling, not getting back on defense. And he might be out of this one as Shane Frost gets the lay-in, and it's 5-0. Yeah, DeAndre Robertson is their leading scorer this year. He averages 17.7 points per game. But in their first matchup in the quarterfinals, he only scored 4 points against St. Paul Como. So I think he's a little injured, Sam. Yeah, he's really not able to run at all out there. Didn't even get back on that last defensive possession. Tuttle going for it. Referee nearly got in his way. Tuttle does get the ball and eventually gets it to Boyan. Fox to Frost in the corner. Frost short on it. And the rebound goes to Robertson.
Yeah, he's still hobbling, Sam. He does not look healthy at all.
Able to get back and get that board. Impressive. Columbia Heights loses the ball. Robertson's going to take a seat. Checking in for him is going to be Kadeem Thomas, senior guard. So at least they have some experience to bring in if Robertson's got to take a seat.
Yeah, that's definitely somebody that they're going to miss. I mean, your top scorer is hobbling. He's been leading you all year. It's not good to have him already hurt to start the game.
Good passing by the Zephyrs to break the press. Frost goes all the way to the basket. Can't get it to go. And the Highlanders will go the other way. Thomas rejected by Fox. Rebound goes to Columbia Heights. Battle for it underneath. Will Tuttle has it taken away. Back down low, and Columbia Heights will finally get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they finally get an easy layup from Wendell Matthews. But boy, was that a block by Parker Fox. He's amped up. I know they talk about doing your job. He just did his job right there.
Good drop by Shane Frost. Parker Fox with the short jumper, and the lead back up to 5.
Yeah, Parker Fox, you know, when we first watched his first game, and I was like, all right, this guy's a pretty good basketball player. But the more we've watched him, he's been better and better as the year has gone along. And you see why he's playing D2 basketball. He's a heck of a player.
A lot of times you see players at this level, albeit good players, somewhat one-dimensional. Parker Fox kind of able to do it on a few different levels with defense, offense, shooting. Lincoln Rock to Tuttle. Frost is going to shoot another three. That one goes down, and it's 10-4.
Yeah, Shane Frost and Parker Fox, that's what we talked about before the game. Both have 5 points. Let's see if they can keep it going. They need to keep the momentum going. They have a 10-4 lead right now, and they can't let their foot off the pedal. They need to keep playing fast tempo because that's what's been working.
I saw Frost miss a couple early three-pointers. I like him still taking those open looks, as you know he's good enough to eventually get him to drop. Contact in the lane, and that's going against Columbia Heights. Charge, and I think it was Lincoln Rock in there taking it for the Zephyrs.
Same with Shane Frost. It's been fun to see him develop this year, his senior year. You know, when we first broadcasted their games, Shane Frost was taking very errant threes. But as he's gone along, he's only taking open shots. He's not trying to do too much. And you'll see the charge right there. Great positioning by the Mahtomedi player.
Number 22, Arion Austin checking in for Columbia Heights. He's a senior guard as well. That's Trey Newman now in, number 10. Will Tuttle with it at the top of the key, and he took a step before the dribble. And turnover will go to Columbia Heights.
Yeah, if anybody watched the Gophers game, Nate Mason did that all day today. Will Tuttle just got a little too excited. He knew the move he wanted to make. Step before he dribbled. Unfortunately, it was one too many.
So Quentin Hardrick, the junior guard, 5'8", going to bring it up. They'll swing it around. Now down low. Christian Kelly. Kelly makes a couple moves, too strong off the glass, and Will Tuttle will take the rebound, slow it up, and eventually get it to Caleb Siegmeyer, who switches court. Trey Newman in. Three-pointer doesn't go. Siegmeyer with the offensive board. He'll put it up, and that's good. Caleb Siegmeyer showing an impact into this game with the quick 2 points.
Yeah, Caleb Siegmeyer doing what he does best, just staying down low, grabbing some boards, putting an easy 2 in the basket.
And giving Andy Voyne a rest on the bench. Frost on the bench as well as Trey Newman came in for him. Jarvis Wright showing range, number 32. You know, Wright listed as a forward, 6'3", but does kind of like to play away from the basket. Already the second three-pointer we've seen him put up. Tuttle with not a great pass. Fox does a great job keeping it alive. Tuttle will take it again. Tried to pass to Lincoln Rock. And the referee says it does indeed come off Rock, and the Highlanders will have the ball.
Yeah, Jarvis Wright starting off, you know, he's a big boy, Sam, 6'3", got a nice build to him. He made that early layup, and then he drills a three from almost NBA range. He's just a sophomore. He's going to be dangerous for the next couple of years, Sam.
Yeah, we might be looking at the number 1 seed in this section next season here with this Columbia Heights team. Wright going strong to the basket. Siegmeyer was there. Refs call the foul, so Wright will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Siegmeyer definitely had the right idea. Unfortunately, got a little too much arm on that one. See the nice shot by our broadcasters there. Kind of looked like Jarvis Wright more led with his body, drawing the contact, which is a great move by a young player.
Yeah, this looked also like Siegmeyer got a lot of the ball there. Nice job.
Yeah, I think it was more the body contact. That's something they teach a lot in high school and college ball.
Jarvis Wright with a chance to make it a three-point game. That one coming off, but the rebound goes straight to Wendell Matthews. Quentin Hardrick's going to reset for the Highlanders. Matthews sets his screen. Hardrick doesn't use it, pulls up, and rattles it home. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-point game with 10 minutes left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, Jarvis Wright is actually averaging 14 points per game this season. Columbia Heights actually had 5 players who averaged over 10 points per game. So that's a deep starting 5, and I don't know how that wasn't a foul.
A lot of contact, no call. They let him play. Siegmeyer gets the pass from Frost. Not sure if it was blocked or too strong, but regardless, Hardrick gets the rebound. Kicks to Kadeem Thomas. That is way too far. And the loose ball will go to Mahtomedi.
Sam, this atmosphere is getting nuts on both sides. This is exciting. This is the section championship. I don't know why it was so quiet earlier.
Yeah, kind of stale energy getting into this building. Crowd didn't really file in until things got going. And now a couple minutes before our team scored, and now with a lot of points starting to pile up, crowd's really starting to get into it.
Yeah, Parker Fox talking to the ref right there. He's like, what do I got to do to get a foul called?
Yeah, they're definitely getting physical with him when he doesn't have the ball. I think a smart decision from Columbia Heights, especially if the officials aren't going to call anything.
Yeah, you got to love high school basketball when things get physical. We don't need chintzy fouls. This is the section championship. Just call the obvious ones.
And right on cue, we got a foul away from the ball. Not sure I saw that one. We'll see who it's on. And I think it's 22, Arian Austin, going to pick up the foul. That will be the third team foul against Columbia Heights, first on Austin.
Yeah, he's holding Parker Fox right there. I think that's what that's what he's talking to the ref about.
And turnover by the Zephyrs right after the foul. So empty possession there, and Columbia Heights will have a chance to tie it or take the lead.
Yeah, it really seemed like Columbia Heights, things were going their way to start the game, but they definitely have some momentum building, and Mahtomedi does not right now as they did at the start of the game when they took the early lead.
Austin inside to Wendell Matthews. Matthews back outside. Three-pointer no good. Battle for the rebound. Wesley Matthews didn't have the position, but Siegmeyer didn't know where it was, and Matthews gets the bucket and foul.
Sam, that was a beautiful move by Wendell Matthews, not only to get that offensive board, but to get physical, stay with the ball, get it in there for an easy two, drawing the foul for an and one, giving Matthews nearly 4 points. That was impressive. He stayed with the ball the whole time. He just used his size to get the ball, get the rebound on that one. You see it right here, just reaching over people, gets it to go. I think that one was on Shane Frost right there.
So that'll be the third team foul against the Zephyrs. Matthews strong on the free throw, rebound Parker Fox.
And the last foul was actually by Siegmeyer. Ooh, Shane Frost getting a little chippy there with Kadeem Thomas. I think it's Kadeem Thomas's second foul. Now it's his first. Kadeem Thomas just trying to reach his hands a little too far in the cookie jar, and he got caught on that one.
So that's the fourth team foul for Columbia Heights. Both teams doing a pretty good job in the early going, avoiding foul trouble. Rock now back out to Voyen. Voyen to Frost. Frost had it tipped, I believe. And it's off. Now out to the races go Columbia Heights. Miss on the layup. Follow-up, though. Good. And Wendell Matthews is coming alive in this one as Columbia Heights has their first lead at 14-12. Timeout for Keith Newman and Mahtomedi.
Yeah, Wendell Matthews just showing his size. The 6'5" junior just getting offensive rebounds, putting the ball in the net, giving this team the 14-12 lead.
So with the timeout, we'll take a little bit of time and tell you folks to volunteer. We always need volunteers to put on these broadcasts and be here for these section championships, these exciting matchups. If you have any interest in volunteering, working behind the scenes, doing graphics work, you can call Arlen Becker or contact him at that info you just saw on the screen. We have a good time, as you can see there. One of our friendly camera operators. So here's a look at the breakaway and the follow by Wendell Matthews. So John, Mahtomedi started out real hot in this one. Columbia Heights has come racing right on back.
Yeah, they haven't been dishing. Parker Fox really had some nice shots, some nice buckets to start the game, and their offense has kind of went away from Parker Fox, and they've been taking some threes, had a few bad turnovers, and Columbia Heights started off real slow, but they're getting things going. They're using their size and athleticism. Mahtomedi is a very thick team. They're going to bully you around. Columbia Heights is one of those teams that are going to beat you with some finesse.
Coming out of this timeout, Mahtomedi is going to have 4 of their 5 starters on the floor, with the exception being Evan Reyes.
I think Mahtomedi needs to find a way to get Parker Fox the ball. Evan Reyes is in right now. He can shoot some threes, but other than that, he really can't do anything for Mahtomedi.
Good deflection from Columbia Heights. They'll go the other way. Hard foul from Frost. And the basket is missed, but Columbia Heights will go to the free throw line. That is Arian Austin, number 22.
Yeah, Shane Frost making him earn those 2 points at the free throw line. It was a pretty decent foul. He had the fast break here. You'll see Shane Frost thinks he got fouled, but I don't know what he saw. He had better sight at that one than we did.
So the Highlanders increase their lead to 3 as Austin Good on the first. That was the 4th team foul for the Zephyrs.
Yeah, it was number 2 on Shane Frost.
And he's on the sidelines now. As Lincoln Rock back in. Rock with the ball. Will Tuttle in the corner, draws the double. Into Parker Fox, low to Voyen. Rock from 3. Parker Fox with the offensive board and converts the second chance. Good job by Columbia Heights getting out on that 3-point attempt by Rock, but Fox there for the follow.
Yeah, Fox, great job using his size to get that offensive rebound and staying with it and putting it in the basket for his 7th point of the game. What I've noticed that DeAndre Robinson is kind of hanging around at the 3-point line because he can't move, he's not going to drive. I don't even think you need to bother guarding him unless he's going to move, but he's not.
Yeah, and you know, he's definitely playing limited minutes. He would be out there pretty much this whole game, you got to believe, if he was healthy. And as you're saying, yeah, they just kind of have him hovering around the 3-point line, but there's somebody hovering above the rim. Parker Fox with the huge jam.
Not only did he show you his athleticism right there, he showed you the strength. It looked like he got a little hacked or somebody slapped the ball, but he still held on to it, threw it down.
Yeah, I don't think he was going to quite make it there, John. I was kind of caught off guard. Powers his way through, and we're tied up at 16. And we'll take a look at that one again. This is a momentum swinger maybe here as a big jam from Parker Fox. He looks like he was frozen in time. We'll get back to that replay hopefully. But back to live action here as we've got a tie ball game. 6:40 and counting left to go in the first half.
It really did look like that dunk was so good. Time stood still on that one, Sam.
I like it, John. Nice cover. So Fox with it now inside. Goes to Voyen, and he's fouled hard. And we'll see if he goes to the free throw line. Looked like he might have been trying to start a shooting motion. And yeah, they're going to give him the 2 free throws.
Yeah, it looked like he was going up on that one, Sam. And that's a name we haven't called so far in this game very often. Andy Voyen's normally all over the court on defense, on offense, making the easy buckets, draining a few threes. Let's see if he can get something going because Parker Fox is not going to be able to do it himself.
And that's the 2nd foul on Christian Kelly. He'll take a seat. Jarvis Wright going to come back in. Christian Kelly averaging 10 points a game in this section tournament. And was one of the starters out there for Columbia Heights, so he'll have to take a seat with some foul trouble. Voyen good on both free throws to make it 18-16.
It was a nice job by Mahtomedi to stop all the momentum that Columbia Heights did, and now Mahtomedi seems to be on a roll. We saw that last errant pass by Columbia Heights that threw it at the Mahtomedi bench, and it's kind of turned the tide since.
Good double team trap by the Zephyrs. Ball last touch by Columbia Heights. And it'll be another turnover.
Yeah, great double team right there. Kadeem Thomas unfortunately bounced it out. Mahtomedi's ball. They just can't seem to get anything going now on offense. Mahtomedi seems to be playing very intense on the defensive side of the ball.
And you see Robertson still out there just hobbling around. Evan Reyes trying to get open, trying to get the ball rather, because he's going to be pretty open. I think if you're Mahtomedi, whoever is Robertson's guarding, you want them to be moving around quite a bit. You see Evan Reyes kind of just standing in the corner. Rock with the 3-pointer, and that is good from the left wing. And all of a sudden, it's a 5-point game in favor of Mahtomedi.
Yeah, Mahtomedi definitely with the swing of momentum. And, you know, Lincoln Rock's one of those guys who fills up the stat sheet. He's kind of like Ricky Rubio. He does it in a lot of different ways.
Wendell Matthews there to clean up the miss from Hartrick. Matthews averaging 15.9 in the regular season. He's going to have to step up with the injured Robertson.
Yeah, Wendell Matthews, he reminds me a lot of Good News Capigal, except he's not, he doesn't really have as many moves as he does.
Parker Fox elevating once again, another jam. We'll see if this leads to another Zephyr run.
You know, Parker Fox has shown up for this section tournament. He wants to go to state. I know he wants to win the state title. He had 25 points against Hill Murray, 37 against Totino Grace, and he averaged 23 points per game on the year. And right now he has 11 points out of the 23. He's almost got 50% of Mahtomedi's points. They're going to need him to keep that pace.
That's short. Lincoln Rock gets the rebound up to Will Tuttle. Tuttle's going to go all the way to the rack and convert the layup.
Yeah, Will Tuttle, more known for his defense. We saw him shut down one of the best players, Jordan Horn, who was up for Mr. Basketball in Minnesota. Held him only to about 8 points in that game against Tartan, where he had 16 points. Sorry, times that by 2, but it really seemed like he was locking him down.
Yeah, Horn getting to the free throw line a lot in that game, so add to the point total. Evan Reyes adds to the lead here for the Zephyrs. It's up to their biggest of the game at 9. And there's 4 minutes left to go in the opening half.
Yeah, this Mahtomedi team, they're moving the ball around. Nobody's being selfish. They're all just doing their job, as Mahtomedi likes to say.
Yeah, really playing a great game to start here. Jarvis Wright, though, with a huge shot. I think you're going to let him shoot that if you're Mahtomedi, but boy, that is tough if he's going to knock those down.
Well, I honestly wouldn't let him shoot that. I would D him up. He's not going to beat you off the dribble. He's a big boy. But if you're going to let him keep stroking it and he gets hot, he's going to beat you.
Mahtomedi getting in each other's way there a little bit. As everybody's eager to get the ball, you like that, but you don't like the turnover. And that's a good point you make there about Wright. He's also shown that he can knock down that three-pointer. He's got 2 of them. I think about 50% from the three-point line here.
Yeah, he's got 9 points to start. As I was saying, Sam, we've kind of seen him, use his big body to get a layup, and he's got the stroke from 3. We saw him shoot one from almost NBA range. And there's another one, Sam. Now he's got 12 points out of the 24 for Columbia Heights.
Jarvis Wright is on fire. That one I was unsure about, but boy, he looks confident stepping into that. Boyan gives it up.
Got to get a body on him, Sam.
Mahtomedi is going to slow things. Yeah, Parker Fox D'ing up Jarvis Wright. Just don't think he's kind of used to going out that far away from the hoop. Tuttle with the runner. Contested, doesn't go. Wendell Matthews, the rebound, nearly threw it away.
It was a nice move by Tuttle. Unfortunately, couldn't get it to go.
And Fox, no way Fox was letting Jarvis Wright take that one.
Oh, not again. He's made 2 in a row. I got a feeling he's going to go for a heat check here soon. They're going to find a way to get him the ball.
Now driving baseline high off the glass. Nice soft touch. Quentin Hardrick makes it a 1-point game, and boy, that happened fast.
Yeah, Quentin Hardrick showing you he's like, what hurt leg?
Hardrick's going to have to step up. Averaged 13.9 in the regular season. Fox going all the way to the basket. Doesn't make the shot, but draws the foul. And we'll have a chance to catch our breath here and shoot a couple free throws.
Yeah, Mahtomedi was up by 9. Now they only have a 1-point lead. Parker Fox needs to make these 2 free throws, but once again, he shows you his athleticism and his ability to adjust when he goes up to the basket with layups and dunks. It's very impressive.
Fox first shot, short, but gets the roll. Gonna have a couple substitutions. Trey Newman in for Evan Reyes. And number 12, Nathan Sheffera is gonna come in for Columbia Heights. Sheffera, a senior guard, so we talked about not too many seniors on this Columbia Heights team, but they can pull them off the bench, and it's nice to have that experience come into the game.
Yeah, it's 13 points down for Parker Fox, but exactly right, Sam. It's always nice to have that experience. Guys who have been here before, just coming off the bench, as you were saying, the experience is necessary. This is a very young team, just being led by this guy shooting lights out right now, Jarvis Wright.
Yeah, Parker Fox desperately getting out there, wasn't able to. Takes contact as he tries to go for the dunk, hits the deck hard. But Boyan with the follow, so the bucket's good. No call, 31-26.
Yeah, those are the things Boyan's best at, shooting threes and getting those rebounds off on the fast break.
Matthews turns and gets a kind roll on the right hook shot.
Yeah, Mahtomedi is going to have to do something to box out Wendell Matthews. He's been getting a lot of offensive boards here. I think he just got a foul for tugging on Parker Fox, grabbing his arm or something there, Sam.
Maybe tugging his shorts a little bit. That is going to be the 7th team foul on the Highlanders, so not a great decision there by Wendell Matthews. Is Parker Fox going to go to the line? That's only the first on Matthews. You got to imagine going up against Good News Capedral in the Metro East is good for Mahtomedi here, as Wendell Matthews is kind of a very similar player, so it's nice to have that experience.
Yeah, he's definitely impressed me a lot, Sam. He's been a heck of a player in his ability to get offensive boards. He's got 10 points now. Him and Jarvis Wright just leading the way.
Fox knocks down the first free throw.
Yeah, Mahtomedi not missing very many free throws today. I don't know if they've missed one. They might have missed one, Sam, earlier.
It's definitely been important here with this close game. We thought it was going to be a good game. It hasn't disappointed in the first half. Fox a little short on that free throw, but gets the roll again.
He's got a nice stroke. He's got 15 points now. Putting the team on his back, doing his job, being the leader of this team.
I don't think he would have it any other way. Loves to be the player that carries the team. And when you're 6'8" and athletic, that's kind of the role that you're destined for in high school basketball.
Yeah, he lives for this. I know he's very excited to play at the next level, but he wants to win the state championship here.
Wendell Matthews showing some resilience. What a shot. Not sure he knew how far away from the basket he was, but uses the glass and gets it and draws the foul as well. It's a huge play for number 4.
A great post move against Andy Boyan. Nice adjustment to throw the ball off the back of the backboard. Just getting it to roll in there. That's 12 points for him now. Very impressed by this young man, Sam.
Yeah, with Columbia Heights not being able to use Robertson, somebody was going to have to step up. You imagine Wendell Matthews, who was kind of right behind him in scoring, was going to be one of those players, and he has not disappointed in his first half either.
Not at all, Sam. This is a big Columbia Heights team. They have a lot of tall kids.
A little aggressive on that move. I think the officials got the right call as Fox got control of the ball. Matthews picking up 2 quick fouls. We'll see if he stays in for the rest of this half.
He might get, there's 52 seconds left. I would take him out. You don't need to get him a cheap one with that much time left. He's one of your best scorers right now with Jarvis Wright.
Number 14, Ayman Hussein, is going to check in for Matthews. Fox misses the first of the 1-and-1, so Columbia Heights going to have a chance here to tie it, take the lead. We'll see if they hold the ball for one shot. I believe they're gonna. Coach Willie Brazil says he just wants one. So 37 seconds and counting. Heights with a lot of reserves on the court right now.
A nice job by Boyan to get up in Jarvis Wright's face. He knew Jarvis Wright wanted to take that shot. He was looking at the hoop right when he got the ball, and that was from deep.
Now, the way Wright has been shooting in this first half, no wonder. 14 seconds now as the Highlanders hold for the final shot of the first half. Hussein. Kadeem Thomas. Thomas goes off the dribble, gives to Hussein. Hussein just came into the game. Wright has to throw up a desperation 3. Doesn't hit anything. And the buzzer sounds to conclude the first half. Well, it's been exciting. We knew it would be. Mahtomedi takes the lead into the half at 33-31 in this Section 4 3A championship game. We're going to have that second half for you when we get back. Don't go anywhere. It's basketball right here on TV 19.
We've all seen stories of conflict that ended with peace. We've seen stories of hunger end in abundance. We see stories of fear, despair, and poverty, but they can end with courage, hope, and love. With you. Be a part of writing a story that's greater than poverty. Learn how at worldvision.org.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you bacteria can hide in food and make you ill. Wow! But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean, separate, cook, and chill. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back, TV 19 sports fans. We are awaiting the start of the second half in the Section 4 3A Section Championship game. Your 1 seed Mahtomedi taking on the 2 seed Columbia Heights. Mahtomedi with the 2-point lead at the break, 33-31. Exciting first half. Sam Erickson and John Miller with you to call all the action. And pretty much what we expected, right, John?
Yeah, Sam, this game we predicted to be a close one. I mean, this is to go to the Target Center and play in state. So they know what's on the line, and they got their A games going today.
Yeah, for this Mahtomedi team, a lot of seniors, a lot of players that have played basketball together for a long time. So it's a big goal, and I think the mission won't really be complete unless they make it to that state tournament. They're 1/2 away, so this should be some exciting stuff.
Yeah, Parker Fox, you know, is him and the rest of the Zephyrs. Their end game is the state title, but they know they have to win every game from here on out, starting with this one. And I think they can do it if they play the way they played in the first half. They're playing very good ball. Parker Fox has 15 points, and then you have Wendell Matthews for Columbia Heights, who has 13. Both of those guys putting the team on their back.
We saw Jarvis Wright just miss a three-pointer. He had a good first half, though, knocked down a couple of them, and he is looking confident from beyond the arc. Missed that one. Follow-up was good from Kadeem Thomas to tie it at 33. We start things in the second half. Parker Fox nearly draw a triple team off on the lay-in. Ball eventually finds its way to Shane Frost. That rattles out, and Wendell Matthews pulls down the rebound. Wendell Matthews, number 4 for Columbia Heights, had a very good first half himself.
Yeah, we've seen Shane Frost had some great looks at the basket. Unfortunately, he hasn't hit. He's only hit on 1-3. He's taken about 5 or 6 this game. Nice steal there by Parker Fox.
Excellent job poking it away from Jarvis Wright. Pass a little too far for Lincoln Rock. Tried to save it, but goes right back to the Highlanders. And then a reach in from Parker Fox. And that'll be the first foul of the half. And Quentin Hardrick's going to go to the line.
Yeah, Parker Fox is about 2 inches away from a great block right there. Unfortunately, got all arm. You just see that right there, yeah, just a little too much arm.
And I think a little bit of frustration from Fox after not completing that pass to Lincoln Rock on the fast break.
Yeah,
Hardrick knocks down the first one. Sorry, John.
No, I'm sorry. He knew he had him. He just threw it just about 2 feet too far.
I think if you're Parker Fox, you maybe want to just keep that ball, take it as far as you can, especially with the couple of dunks that we saw from him in the first half. He's really got some explosive power when he gets close to the basket.
Yeah, he's put the team on his back tonight, and he knows what he needs to do.
He's going to step back, take that three just off. He'll get his own rebound, drop it to Voyen. Voyen back to Tuttle. Tuttle from 3, that's short. But now Tuttle gets his own rebound.
Yeah, Voyen
Mahtomedi's going to slow it.
Tuttle needs to put a little more arc on that shot.
Yeah, it looked like saw the Columbia Heights player kind of closing out on him, sort of affected the shot, now poked away. Hardrick gets it and converts the fast break layup. And now Columbia Heights out to a 3-point lead here early in the second half.
Yeah, Hardrick's got 4 points to start the second half here for Columbia Heights. He didn't get going there in the first half, but he's getting there.
Fox goes right at Wendell Matthews, who picked up 2 late fouls in the first half. This will be number 3, and this will maybe be a decision for Columbia Heights whether to keep Matthews in the game. He gives a thumbs up over to the bench, and I think they're going to keep him in.
Yeah, it's tough to do, but Hardrick's your 3rd highest scorer with 14 points per game. I didn't really see a foul there, Sam.
You saw Matthews kind of with his arms in the air. Parker Fox, you said, got 15 points in the first half. Did a good job from the free throw line, and he knocked down both of them there, make it 35-36. So the first 2 points on the board for Mahtomedi here in half number 2.
This game's awfully reminiscent of the first one that they played, where Parker Fox had 20 points in that game out of the 53 for Mahtomedi. Somebody else has to step up here, Sam.
Frost gets out, but Kadeem Thomas gets a good enough look, rattles it home, and it's 39-35.
Yeah, Kadeem Thomas with a quick 5 points. Him and Hardrick putting the team on their backs to start the half. Kadeem Thomas averaging almost 8 points per game during the regular season.
Frost thought about the drive, gives it up. Parker Fox at the elbow. Now back to Frost. He gets a player off his feet, but will reset at the top of the key. Lincoln Rock almost wasn't looking for it. Fox spin out to Rock from 3, and the lefty's got another one. It's 39-38.
Yeah, he had one to close out the first half. Now he's got one again. Those are his only points of the night. Make it 6 for him.
Hardrick off his own foot. Going to be close to over and back. Good pressure from Lincoln Rock.
Yeah, Lincoln Rock, very scrappy point guard from Mahtomedi. He's got a nice shot, but most of the time he's under the radar kind of guy, doing all the little things for the Mahtomedi team.
The Zephyrs get another steal as they knock it away from Christian Kelly. Kelly sat on the bench for most of the first half with a couple fouls. So he's back in. Up at the top of the key. Rock trying to find space. It looks like the Highlanders have gone into a zone. That one too high for Will Tuttle. He wanted to chase it down for over and back. Hardrick the first there, but Tuttle going to be flagged for the loose ball foul.
Yeah, nice job, nice hustle by Tuttle. That would have been an easy 2 there for Hardrick.
I think initially Tuttle was kind of trying to race back there just to get the over and back call to prevent that fast break. Columbia Heights with it now. Matthews gets it on the low block, takes the bump, and makes the shot.
Yeah, Matthews continues to impress me a lot tonight, Sam.
And not the biggest guy in terms of size. He's got good height, but doing a nice job getting low on the block and making the shots when he gets a chance.
Yeah, he's got 17 points right now. He's averaging almost 16 on the year. There's 18 right there. This guy's impressive, Sam. He's got good size, he's got good length, he's very athletic. He just always seems to be around the ball on the offensive side.
In the zone again for Columbia Heights. And that's going to go against Wendell Matthews, and that will be number 4 on Matthews.
This is where Mahtomedi needs to get on a run. Their best player now.
That is a big call.
It looked like he bodied him a little too much body on that one. He couldn't stop his momentum there as he was trying to go get Lincoln Rock.
Yeah, the coach is telling him, yeah, maybe it wasn't a foul, but don't come out that aggressive anyway when you're in that foul trouble. Mahtomedi with the careless turnover, leading to an easy Highlander bucket. They're up to a 6-point lead, their biggest of the night. 13:50 and counting left to go in the game.
I think it's almost time to call a timeout here, Sam. It's getting a little sloppy.
Tuttle tries to go off the dribble, trying to switch it to Rock. Rock drops it down to Fox. Fox draws contact. He made the motion like he was shooting.
It was a great job by Parker Fox to get into the body of Jarvis Wright, as we were talking about in the first half, what Jarvis Wright did to Caleb Siekmeyer, I think it was. Nice job there by Parker Fox, drawing the contact in order to get himself to, no, that was on the ground. Well, nonetheless, to get the foul called.
Yeah, so let's keep it on the ground.
It looked like he was going up on that one, Sam. I don't know how that wasn't a shooting foul.
Frost off the dribble, can't get it to go. Somehow doesn't drop.
Did they call Will Tuttle for the foul right there? They called a technical on Shane Frost.
That is not a good time for that. Mahtomedi facing their biggest deficit right now.
I just have to ask this one question, Sam. How do you do that in the section championship of the game? Doesn't matter what happened. You don't get a technical in this one.
See a couple of players from both sides kind of coming together at midcourt.
See what
kind of
happened
settling
there.
each other down. I think Frost wanted the foul.
I think he said something to the ref that he shouldn't have said, Sam. That was on Tuttle? No, I think it was on Frost. It was on Frost.
It was on Frost. I think he said something after you saw him turn around, say something to the referee, and then right after the referee sort of made the technical signal, rather. So that made it 46-38 after the technical free throws. Tuttle does a good job getting one back for Mahtomedi as it's now 46-40.
Like I was saying, Sam, somebody has to step up for Mahtomedi, and Will Tuttle, I think, needs to be the guy. To me, he's their second best player. Shane Frost can shoot the ball, but Will Tuttle does all the other little things right.
One thing with Will Tuttle, we saw in the Tartan game, does a great job getting good looks, does a lot of things right, sometimes has an issue finishing near the rim with some of those short opportunities. Kind of more of a defensive guy, you know, don't rely on him too much for the offense, but he does get good looks, so if he can knock him down, he might be a huge factor.
He also has some terrific handles. They made a vine out of him crossing up Jordan Horn. That was one of the most, it was very impressive to see. He just did a little step back crossover, and it was filthy, as you're saying, Sam, but he's more known for his defense. He's a great defender. He really shut down Jordan Horn in that game, even though Jordan Horn still scored 16 points.
Yeah, he's got nice quickness. I was going back remembering that Will Tuttle played in goal for the Mahtomedi soccer team. Kind of a questionable decision there. Maybe they just needed somebody, but boy, he's pretty fleet of foot and fast. You might want him out in the field for soccer. Maybe just didn't have quite the same handles with his feet as he does with his hands here in the basketball court, so they needed him goal. We'll have a timeout here as it's a 7-point game, 47-40, 13:03 left to go here in the second half.
Sam, I don't know. I just don't get the technical. You don't need to say something smart to the ref, and I thought he was almost John one earlier. It's something that doesn't need to happen. It's
yeah, well,
not good.
You hope that he can go back and kind of see some of this footage and maybe see that the refs were right about some of these no calls and some of these calls. I understand in the heat of the competition, you're never going to think that the call's against you or you made the foul, but you got to understand, sometimes you're either not going to get that call or it's going to go against you, and you got to keep your mouth shut.
Those free throws could decide the game, Sam. That technical foul could be the difference in this game at the end.
Yeah, we saw that happen in the game at Tartan. They ended up winning, but it was kind of in a similar score line and situation in the second half, and I thought that might be the dagger that Tartan would never really turn back from there. Is that they were up about 6 after the technical, but Mahtomedi did a great job coming back, hoping they can do it again. Good look as they've figured out this press now. I think they wanted to talk that over. Good job by Keith Newman as they're really working it around to beat that press from Columbia Heights.
Yeah, Tuttle needs to keep this going. Good job by him getting some easy buckets. But yeah, that was a huge momentum swing that technical foul was in that Tartan game. It got them right back in the game. They were pumped up after that technical foul. They got the 2 shots, and it really gave some more energy into this Columbia Heights team.
What an effort by Lincoln Rock in the loose ball, lobbed up ahead to Boyan. He goes strong, and the foul.
Late call. I think the ref just didn't get a whistle in his mouth in time, but I was surprised it wasn't called, but then it was.
I think you're right. I think the ref just couldn't get his whistle to him. Anytime you hear a late whistle like that, there's going to be some reaction from the crowd. But I think he's right on that one. Boyan did a good job kind of hesitating in midair, drawing contact.
Yeah, Boyan's been awfully quiet this game.
He's coming up short on that first free throw. One thing I was going to say, John, about the technical foul and then another possession is that Columbia Heights not converting on all their free throws, leaving a few points out there. As after all that, they only got up to 47. Boyan now missing 2, as that could have brought it within a 1-possession game, so huge misses there.
Got to make those shots. Boyan averaging almost 10 points a game on the year. Right now, I think he only has 4. He only has 4 points right now. They need more from him.
Man, I can't even remember where the 4 came from, so I'm kind of surprised at that.
One was on an easy fast break rebound, offensive rebound putback, and I think another one was a layup as well.
Columbia Heights inbounding to under their own basket. They get it out. That's Kadeem Thomas. He's going to take it up to the top of the key, set things up. He'll swing it out to Hardrick. Hardrick going to take Lincoln Rock one-on-one. Goes to his left, spins right. Now drops it inside to Jarvis Thomas. Thomas tries to take it in the paint. Jump ball is the call as Evan Reyes got hands to it. And possession arrows with Mahtomedi.
Nice job by Evan Reyes right there. Being a heads up, just getting your hands in there. Because that was a huge mismatch with Jarvis Wright on Lincoln Rock. He was getting ready to back him down and get an easy 2.
We saw with Evan Reyes on the football field, he kind of likes to play help defense, playing that free safety, coming over making interceptions. Kind of did that right there, coming over and tying the ball up. I don't know how Parker Fox even got that up, had the triple team, and it somehow hit the glass and went through.
Yeah, I was just about to say before we started talking that it needs to be Parker Fox time, and what does he do? He takes it himself.
From our angle, that didn't even look like a shot. I thought he was turning around to like drop it down, pass.
Just looked like he threw it up at the backboard.
Hardrick hesitates, then takes the long 3 and knocks it down. So 50-44, 11 minutes and counting. Kick ball.
It's 19 points now for Parker Fox. He's going to need to do a little more, but Hardrick's been on fire in the second half. I think he has 10 points here in the second half. He's done a great job. As we were talking about, that starting 5 for Columbia Heights is all averaging almost 10 points per game or over. So they definitely are a deep team. Anybody can score at any time.
And one thing we haven't really touched on is Wendell Matthews has been out of the game this entire time. The Columbia Heights has kind of built this lead back up. Parker Fox, though, taking advantage of Matthews not being there.
Yeah, Parker Fox just using that size, getting his own offensive rebound, sticking with the ball and putting it back. That was impressive.
50-46.
Nice aggressive D there by Tuttle.
Kadeem Thomas going against Fox. Player slips behind the defense, foul, and one.
There's a nice backside pass or backdoor pass.
That's number 22, Austin, going to go to the free throw line. Not sure who they got on the foul.
It looked like it was Andy Voyan. It didn't really look like it looked pretty chintzy to me, but nonetheless.
Austin knocks down the free throw to make it a three-point play. 53-46 now.
It's 5 points for Austin now on the game.
Evan Reyes going to get the pressure. Finds Will Tuttle. Tuttle goes baseline. Tried to give it to Parker Fox. Fox didn't have the ball. Columbia Heights will take it the other way. Good drop by Christian Kelly, and Arian Austin finishes it off.
I think it's time for a timeout.
55-46. Shane Frost is going to get ready to check back in. As Mahtomedi might need some three-pointers.
Reyes
wide open in the corner. He's going to let it go. That's off to the left. Parker Fox tracks it down. Fox going to work on the baseline. Didn't have a great angle. Rebound comes out to Will Tuttle. Andy Voyan and Evan Reyes basically standing on the same spot. Voyan now left all alone. Passes it back out. Tuttle with long two-pointer. That's too strong. Fox there for the tip-in.
Fox just lighting it up in the second half, single-handedly keeping Mahtomedi in this game. I've been so impressed with his game today. He's done exactly what he needs to do, and the rest of the team needs to start doing what they, putting some points on the board, Sam, because he can't do it alone.
Yeah, just a little bit off everybody. Nobody hitting it. But good job by Mahtomedi. I got about 4 offensive rebounds on that possession alone. And they'll get a turnover right here with some active hands.
Yep, Fox with 23 points now. Jarvis Wright hasn't scored anything in the second half for Columbia Heights, and Wendell Matthews has been awfully quiet with the 4 fouls. He's been riding the bench, and they're still running up the score on Mahtomedi. That just shows you how much depth they have on that team, Sam.
Shane Frost gives to Fox. Fox tries to go, draws contact, but can't get the bucket.
He wanted that and one real bad. They needed it too.
That'd be the 6th team foul on Columbia Heights. It looks like Columbia Heights is going to score more than their 55 they scored the first time these two met.
Looks like Mahtomedi is going to score more than the 53 there, Sam.
I'm guessing so, unless we go on one heck of a drought for the last 8:39. There's a look at Fox. Almost got the teardrop to go. Second free throw off to the left. And it's 55-49.
24 points now for Parker Fox. Rare miss for him at the free throw line. He's got a nice stroke, but you can't make every one of them.
That was something they did very good in the first half. Jarvis Wright from the corner. He likes that little stop and pop. Chases down his own rebound. Thought he dribbled it off his foot, but referees say it's going to stay with Columbia Heights.
I thought that was off his foot too. But Parker Fox was right there. He didn't dispute it, so I'm guessing that was off Mahtomedi.
Yeah, not a whole lot of protest. Maybe we'll get another look at that. Lincoln Rock gets a hand on the inbound and takes it away. And he's going to go the whole way.
Yeah,
blocking foul. I think that's a good call.
Great call.
Austin moved his feet at the last second.
Arian Austin was moving his feet. He still was trying to get in position. Unfortunately, he was still moving his feet. That's the matter of fact, Sam. I know the crowd isn't happy with it behind us, the Columbia Heights side, but that definitely was a defensive foul.
Yeah, upper body looked like it was stationary, but that's still, I think, a last-second slide of the foot trying to get in position. Nice dish down low to Siegmeyer. Great play from the Zephyrs out of the inbound, and it's 55-51. Both teams on 6 team fouls. We'll have free throws from here on out. 8 minutes and counting now. The Section 4 3A Section Championship game. The 1 and 2 seeds, a trip to the state tournament on the line. pull up from Christian Kelly, can't get it to go. Will Tuttle somehow gets the rebound as a lot of bodies crash to the floor. Sorry, John. Frost now from the elbow, and he knocks down the three. And it's a one-point game. Shane Frost has been over on the bench since that technical. You know he probably wanted to get back into this one, and he's going to contribute in a huge way there.
No, I was just going to say that last possession, I don't know how it wasn't an over to the back.
Now Frost pulls down the air ball. No look pass to Siegmeyer. Siegmeyer goes back out to Rock. Oh! And Lincoln Rock hits the three. Mahtomedi back in the lead, 57-55.
Are you kidding me right now, Sam?
I thought Siegmeyer should have taken that down low, but Lincoln Rock's been hot all night. I think that's his third three. Good ball movement from the Zephyrs. This one's been back and forth all night.
Whew, that was great back-to-back possessions there for Mahtomedi to get things going. Lincoln Rock three, Shane Frost three. They need these guys to step up.
Jarvis Wright, he's going to go to work down low.
Nice defense
Hands
there
in for
by
Parker Fox. Siegmeyer saves it. And the Zephyrs will be wise to just slow it down here a little bit.
I was impressed with that defense there by Parker Fox. He's taller than Jarvis Wright, but he's definitely doesn't have the same weight.
Tuttle has the pass tipped away, taken away, and it's going to stay with Columbia Heights.
Great transition defense there by Will Tuttle, and great hustle by Shane Frost to smack that one out of bounds. Very impressive because they had the easy 2-on-1 fast break. Shane Frost comes out of nowhere and smacks the ball out of bounds.
Something you'd like to see Mahtomedi do more with those entry passes, fakes, a lot more, ball fakes, because this Columbia Heights team is going to be aggressive trying to get those steals.
They sure are.
Foul there.
Yeah, Will Tuttle got all arm on that one trying to guard Wendell Matthews. I think Wendell Matthews, he was in great position, Will Tuttle was, and unfortunately he just smacked the arm. That just, he's not as big. Will Tuttle's not as big as him, so he kind of had to do something there. Unfortunately, instead of the ball, it was his arm.
So Wendell Matthews back in, 4 fouls. So it's going to be a tough decision, I'm sure, for Columbia Heights when to bring him back in. 6:23. He's back in there now at the free throw line. But with those 4 fouls, he can't be too aggressive on defense, and he's been usually going up against either Fox or Siegmeyer down low.
I say you feed one of them, get them fouled out of the game. You got to do it.
He's really been their brightest spot on offense, Wendell Matthews, and he's been on that bench for a while here in the second half.
Yeah, he's had to. I'm surprised he's came back this early. You would think it would have been with about 5 minutes or less left.
Mahtomedi a little fortunate as Columbia Heights, 2 of their better players unable to really go here tonight. You saw Roberson try and give it a go in the first half. Haven't seen him out in the second half as he was basically half of what he probably would be.
Exactly, Sam.
Kind of standing in a corner, not able to do anything on defense. But shows you the caliber of player he is that they thought about having him out there anyway.
The refs are letting these guys play today.
Tuttle, that one I think was blocked clean as he got into the paint. And Heights has a chance to tie it or take the lead. Kadeem Thomas is going to slow it up. Give to Christian Kelly. Kelly to Quentin Hardrick. Thomas with the Steph Marbury protecting the ball, gets all the way to the bucket and kisses it off the glass to tie the ball game. Frost, desperation, just trying to get rid of it. Tuttle nearly chasing it down. And it goes off of him after the scramble.
Awful possession there by Shane Frost. He dug himself into a hole.
What a take.
These refs are definitely letting these guys play today, or the last 10 minutes of this game. The whistles have been kind of swallowed, which I like it. You don't want to decide the game, especially in a section championship.
Definitely letting them play basketball. You saw Kadeem Thomas take it hard to the basket last time, convert it. And that's why we're tied at 57. Inside of Matthews. Matthews able to get it away. Thomas gonna take the 3. Good contest from Will Tuttle, kept alive. Parker Fox now running the other way. And a foul as Columbia Heights got a little too aggressive. That'll send Parker Fox to the free throw line.
Yeah, it was just a foul they didn't need to commit. Yeah, see Kadeem Thomas just, give him a little, Parker Fox a little nudge into the side on that one. Easy call for the refs. I think both refs called it the sideline and the backcourt, Judge.
We'll see how Fox is Going to do it at the free throw line. Pretty good in that first half. I think he only missed one. Kind of regressed a little bit here recently as that's off on the first of the one-on-one, 1-and-1.
It's back-to-back free throws missed by Parker Fox, a rarity. He's normally, as I was talking about earlier, he's got a nice stroke. He's a great free throw shooter.
And those are huge points, 2 free points, especially on the first on that one-and-one.
It seems like none of these guys are making free throws right now, Sam, but that was a great move by Christian Kelly. His first 2 points of the night. You'd think a guy that size and athletic would have more than 2 points.
Kelly had to spend a lot of time in the first half on the bench because of foul trouble.
Yeah, Kelly averaging almost 9 points per game on the regular season. He's got his first 2 today.
And that one thrown away by the Zephyrs. Another turnover. 59-57, 4:18 left to go. Andy Voyan's going to check back in here quick. Caleb Siekmeyer is going to take a seat.
Mahtomedi needs to stop right here. They cannot afford a bucket from Columbia Heights.
Hardrick holds, switches it over to Arian Austin. Austin back all the way down to Kelly. Columbia Heights going to slow it down and work it around. They've got the 2-point lead. Hardrick goes in. Now Christian Kelly, shot fake from 3, short 2-pointer, strong. Parker Fox rebound. He'll get it to Will Tuttle.
Yeah, Wendell Matthews almost went over the back there, but he knew he had 4 fouls. He was like, nope, not going to go after it. Very smart move by Wendell Matthews right there.
Lincoln Rock nearly coughed it up. Fox with the spin, short jumper off to the right. Rebound Matthews.
That was a bucket they kind of needed to have, but nonetheless, there's 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this game.
Nice release from Fox, but just didn't get the roll. This is off to the right. We'll have a timeout. 3:16 to go, 59-57. Columbia Heights with the 2-point lead.
My heart's beating. Is yours, Sam?
I'm just trying to think of something to say. Just sitting on the edge of my seat here with this one, wanting to see what happens. Well, with the timeout, I guess we can tell you about some of our other programming here at Sports Path. That's a show that you and I host, John, that every other Wednesday live at 7 p.m. Got your highlights from games we broadcast, interviews we do in studio from time to time, trivia questions, and a whole lot more. We're definitely going to have highlights of this one and talk a lot of postseason basketball in our next episode.
Oh yes, and this is definitely going to be a highlight on there. So we're going to have some hockey from the state tournament with Hill Murray and some other teams that went in there. But remember, tweet at us so we can get the social media montage. That's been our new favorite thing going. We like that one. So if you have any cool things you guys want us to recognize, whether it be like sports we don't cover as much, that's the place to do it.
Yeah, I saw Mahtomedi hockey team make it to the state tournament. Some interesting hair by the Zephyr men's puck squad. And talk about we were going to have highlights of this one on Sports Path. Now, I sure hope it's going to be highlights of a victory. Mahtomedi trailing by 2, though. A lot of time left with 3:16. Both teams in the bonus. Not the double bonus, however.
Sam, how much is Columbia Heights up right now?
2 points.
How big is that Shane Frost technical foul?
2 points.
Exactly.
Seen a couple missed free throws recently by the Zephyrs as well.
That technical foul is a big deal, and that's the difference in this game.
It'd be a shame if it comes down to something like that. But like I said, got a lot of time left to go here from St. Paul Washington High School. Section 4, 3A, section championship, the 1 seed and 2 seed. Mahtomedi, the 1 seed for the second year in a row, were upset surprisingly in the quarterfinals last year. Vowed to make it back to the section championship this year, and they did it. Trying to pull off a comeback here in the last couple minutes. Christian Kelly from the corner lets it go too far. Frost with the rebound, it's poked away from him.
I don't know how that wasn't a foul there, Sam. Once again, it looked like Kadeem Thomas just came in there reckless and draw a foul, but I think the ref's like, I'm not going to call a foul, I'll just give Mahtomedi the ball, even though I'm pretty sure that was off Mahtomedi.
I was going to say, John, I think he maybe thought he should have called that foul and realized that there's a little bit of hesitation to that call.
We always think alike, Sam, on those.
But you saw the way the ball went. It probably came off Thomas. Tuttle, I think, wisely has to make the foul there.
How do you call that on Will Tuttle, but you don't call it when he got stolen? The guy bodied him up and pushed him away from. I don't get it. I don't get the calls.
You see Tuttle going to have a talk with the referee, probably wondering the same thing. We've seen it's been a
great handles. For him to lose the ball like that, he obviously had to be pushed.
I would just say, you know, for these players, it's been a physical game all night. I think you're just going to have to anticipate you're not going to get a foul at this point and just keep playing and know that there's going to be contact. So another miss on the front end of a 1-and-1.
Get Parker Fox the ball.
And that looms large as Columbia Heights could have gone up 3, if not 4 right there. Now still just 2.
Nice aggressive defense by Columbia Heights. Yeah, if they're going to let them be physical with you, why not give them a little shove away, you know, with that offhand.
Frost nearly got the three-pointer to go off the front iron, backboard, and out. And under 2 minutes now, 2-point lead. Hardrick gets away from Lincoln Rock, but decides to slow it.
Smart basketball there by Hardrick.
You can see Columbia Heights really making a point of slowing it down. Will Tuttle call for that?
I don't think you can't call that if you're not going to call the other stuff. That was chintzy to me, but nonetheless, it's a foul that Tuttle didn't need to make to even look like a foul.
You know, I think in a normal game that would be called all day. It was kind of a late reach. I think what the case we've got going on here, John, is a case of an officiating crew not being on the same page. You see each official kind of making different calls and having different physicality levels. Big story here, though, is that is number 5 for Will Tuttle.
That's huge, Sam. That's their best. You know, he's got the best handles on the team. One of the best players on the team. And those could be the last minutes of his career. You saw the Mahtomedi crowd giving him a standing ovation. Good stuff there.
Yeah,
from
he's
the
big
Mahtomedi area.
Bringing the ball up for Mahtomedi, and you know, with such an aggressive defense from Columbia Heights, that's going to be huge. They are deep in that guard position, so that is the one good thing for Mahtomedi. Frost picks up the dribble, gives to Parker Fox. Fox switches over to Lincoln Rock, who's got a few three-pointers. Frost going to throw up a 3 from way out. That goes off to the right.
It's back-to-back shots. Frost, I feel like, did not need to make. Just didn't need to happen.
Rebound goes to Columbia Heights, and now another foul. And that's going to be 2 free throws for Columbia Heights. And with 1:21 to go, the Highlanders have a 4-point lead and have a chance to add a couple more.
Nice effort there by Evan Reyes. He got all ball. Unfortunately, he just bodied him up just bodied him up a little bit too much.
So Arian Austin to the free throw line. He's going to have 2. Good on the first. Now still only a 5-point game. 1:21 left to go. That's a long time. And Keith Newman's going to call a timeout. And they're going to talk some things over.
Yeah, that technical foul swung the momentum so much in this game, Sam. It did need to happen, but nobody else is really scoring besides Parker Fox. And once he kind of, you know, gets a little quiet in the game, nobody's really stepped up.
No, and you saw, I mean, their last possession, he had about a 2-second touch, and that was his first touch in a while. So he really hasn't been getting the ball, and even if he does, it's not for long.
They've been double teaming him. We saw in that last possession you just talked about. He had it for about 2 seconds, and then he was doubled up real quick. So somebody had to be open on that. But this Columbia Heights crowd is amped up right now, or they were when the game was going on, not right now during the timeout. And I feel like that's made a huge difference. We haven't heard Mahtomedi's crowd be too amped up in a few minutes here.
It'll be a big win for Columbia Heights. You said there are a lot of juniors on this team. They're looking like they're probably going to be the top seed in this section next year. And they're looking good this year.
Yeah, I'd say if they do make this next free throw, I think Mahtomedi's at the point where they got to shoot a 3. I say you get, I don't know why Trey Newman isn't in right now. Maybe they'll call another timeout or get a quick sub if he does make it. I don't think it's going to happen, though, but 3 shooters need to be in.
I think if you're Mahtomedi, too, you just can't get 2 down. Shouldn't be 2 down right now. 5 points in a minute 21. 6 points in a minute 21 isn't much.
Yeah, Austin with a heck of a second half.
And a huge turnover. They're trying to roll it up slow. Shane Frost. We'll have 2 shots. I'm not sure if they're calling a flagrant foul. You see this, Frost not paying attention.
That's Frost, I think, got too much in his head this game. Threw up some bad shots there in the last couple minutes. Not paying attention to where the defender was. It's just stuff that doesn't need to happen, you know what I mean?
Austin misses the first free throw. And the second, that's no good. Parker Fox with the rebound. And he just about walked. Frost loses it. Taken away.
I don't know how that wasn't a foul, Sam. They called something chintzy earlier. I think that'll just about do her.
Yeah, Mahtomedi just not able to deal with this pressure or this physicality, and there's a foul, finally.
Yeah, I think Columbia Heights has gotten very lucky with a few non-foul calls that they've given to them.
And I think it's kind of also, you know, we saw a lot of those fouls called in the first half, and I think here in the second half, those have kind of disappeared.
If you're not going to call them during the first 18 minutes, or the first 16 minutes of the second half, you can't call them in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, this game's definitely got physical. Like I said, you know, if you're Mahtomedi, you have to understand that's how it's been. Frost can't handle it. All the way, Kelly, he leaves it short, but Wendell Matthews with the follow. Mahtomedi tries to get it up quick ahead.
That's it, Sam. That's going to be ball game.
Yeah, this one's just going to end in an unfortunate manner. As Mahtomedi was in it for so long.
Coach Newman is not happy with these referees. I think he's what he's telling them.
Yeah, you don't see Newman get too frustrated over there. Keeps a very level head.
I don't think I've ever seen him really talk to a ref, even in a complaining manner.
He's just, I think he's really trying to understand what's a foul and what's not.
Probably a discussion he should have had about 4 minutes ago. Had a great season by Mahtomedi. Unfortunately, Parker Fox can't do everything himself, and you know, some mental mistakes, some mental errors just are going to beat you every time. And
you got to feel for a guy like Parker Fox. He really put in a great effort. I just really, you know, kudos to Columbia Heights. He didn't get any touches here towards the later part of this game.
Yeah, they really shut him down, Sam.
Foyen rebounds. Frost going to throw up a three-pointer. That goes down. That makes it 69-60. Still a lot of time, and you got to shoot free throws. But this Columbia Heights support here at St. Paul, Washington, going to get ready to celebrate.
Yeah, my heart really feels for this Mahtomedi team, but this Columbia Heights team has been very impressive. They're a very athletic team, and one of their best players, Roberson, hasn't even been on the court. So imagine if he was healthy. I don't know when the state games start, but if they can get him healthy, they're going to be a dangerous team. And I wouldn't be surprised to see them in De La Salle up at the top of the tournament.
Yeah, you know, you look at this Columbia Heights roster, a lot of people can make a case that they maybe were overlooked a little bit in the polls. Most of these losses they have on here, you know, you see they lost to De La Salle twice. Well, De La Salle's the #1 team in 3A. They beat Mahtomedi, the #2 team in 3A. And then the rest of their losses, teams like Hopkins, a 4A school. Park Center, a good 4A school. Minnehaha Academy, yeah, it's a 2A school, but got one of the top recruits in the nation on that team. They've beaten the likes of Hopkins. So I don't really see why this team isn't, you know, maybe even #2 in 3A. I think the 8 losses is deceptive, but when you look at it, not one of those games were they really the favorite in, so.
Exactly, Sam. They're a very deep team. In the first half, it's been the tale of two halves. Jarvis Wright and Wendell Matthews took over the first half themselves. Wendell Matthews got in foul trouble in the second half. Who took over? They had 3 other guys able to replace that production. You had Quentin Hardick, Kadeem Thomas, and Arian Austin, all with almost 10 points or over in the second half, which has been huge when those guys went cold or got into foul trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I think that just speaks to how good this Columbia Heights team is. Wendell Matthews was on the bench for a long time in the second half. Roberson, as you mentioned, didn't even play, and they still came out here and defeated Mahtomedi. Well, most likely will defeat Mahtomedi.
These are big free throws. I mean, Mahtomedi does have guys who can stroke the 3, but I think this one's over, Sam, if he makes one of these right here.
Quentin Hardrick going to the line. He's going to shoot 2. All good on the first. That's a huge shot from number 5.
That's 13 points now for Hardrick.
Hardrick, the junior.
I wonder how Tartan's doing right now.
Yeah, another one of your Fab 5 schools. Tartan in the 4A section championship game. They had a huge upset of the 2 seed in their section. They were the 3 seed. They took down 2 seed Woodbury by like 30.
Yeah, they didn't even just take them down. They killed them.
Frost short on the 3-pointer. Trey Newman is out there to try and shoot threes. Tries to get the pass through. Saved by Kadeem Thomas. Wendell Matthews gonna jam it. And with 10 seconds to go and down 13, that'll do it. Boyan's gonna put up a 3-pointer, but that's just gonna be for show.
I don't know how they didn't call a technical foul on the crowd. The crowd was on the court.
Keith Newman's gonna take a timeout, 5.5 seconds. But there is 10 minutes to go. Crowd is gonna start getting on the court. And some of the other fans, why is he gonna keep people off the court? Because they might get a technical foul.
I think they're going to charge the court if they win this, Sam, to tell you the truth. And we're right in the line of fire.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I would if I was a Columbia Heights fan. It's a big deal.
Big deal. For them to be 10th in 3A.
Well, like I said, I think they're disrespected with that 10. Watching this team right here, having to play 4A schools and beating them, or, you know,
this Wendell Matthews, he looks like he's going to be a heck of a player wherever, you know, next year he's going to be dominant. He averages, what was it, 15 or 17 points this year?
Yeah, you wish that North St. Paul and Columbia Heights would play each other next year. And there it is. The celebration is on. Unfortunately, your Zephyrs fall, but number 2, Columbia Heights, is going to go on to the state tournament. They win it 73-63. You see the crowd and the school joining them on the court. Well, for everyone here at TV19 Sports, we want to thank you for watching the Zephyrs fall. It's been boys basketball here on TV19.